Hey tribe. Honestly, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what cards we're using. We're just gonna let the divine guide this reading as always. I just felt like it was something to be said, you know? So welcome tribe, welcome all. And thank you guys for the love and support. Like, share, subscribe, donate. Um, Reach out for a reading, reach out just for some, communication. You know what I mean. Tribe communes with tribe. Um, let's get it. Let's clear the space. Now I will say my granny last name was Bell. And I have been feeling this need to incorporate a bell to clear the energy. So take that sound here, you know what I mean? Um, Bells are also good to clear out negative energy, things like that. So let this be great. Let's see what there's to say. Y'all gotta excuse me because I was just told to drink some water. So we're gonna put spirit in the body. Bless it. Woo! Got a little divine juice in there. All right. Ooh, top card. Let's see. You know what's interesting, tribe? You know what's interesting? We have vitality, empowerment, and perseverance with the dandelion here. And it's interesting because I rearranged my cards over here because the card empowerment just kept, I just kept honing in on it. I'm going to put this here. You get it now, but you have no idea what else is wanting to be seen. I got this through self. Oh, wow. That goes right along with empowerment, right? They're bringing me to this dandelion. You know how you can pick up a dandelion and make a wish and blow it away? There's an energy here of wishes coming true. This vitality is speaking to me in a way of wishes being granted that restores your optimism, your health, your connection to your youthful sense of self, your inner child, which also relates to the root chakra. There's a purity here. Especially with this empowerment, there's this energy here of surrenderance, and surrenderance opening doors within self, doors that enables you to reach this fully charged I am status. There's an energy here when you're recognizing the importance of I am and what then follows. Like, I am strong, I am powerful, I am a leader, I am confident, I am wise, I am capable, I have the proper people or allies in my circle to allow me to delegate different things. It's this energy where you're feeling or you're about to feel very empowered, very enriched, very vital to the community, very vital to your tribe, to your family, whatever have you. It's this energy in recognizing yourself and your personal power. I'm hearing submission even. It's you're putting life into this submission, this yielding energy where you are in command. What you speak out is what you proclaim to happen in your experience. What you live out through the heart is what you manifest in your experience, your wish, Your heart's desire will always be your wish. If there's greed, envy, lust, betrayal, heartbreak, sadness, then that's what you're creating. That's what you're ultimately manifesting in future events. If there's grace, if there's gratitude, if there's power, if there's wealth, if there's youth, if there's joy, love, happiness, peace, surrenderance, divine connection, then that is what you're breathing life into. That is what you're manifesting and aligning to in your experience. It's this energy of, I am my own source of power. I am empowered. Therefore, I am my own source of manifestation, my own source of magic, which is simply tapping into that divine energy of self and divinity, your true self, your higher calling, your divine team, your fuller aspect of your soul, your multidimensional self, your multidimensional layers of the body, emotional body, spiritual body, physical body, energetic body, things like this. There's a recognition and alignment of living on purpose, every day being purposeful, doing what ultimately guides you better in the direction that is most uplifting, most serving to self and all involved. If you serve yourself, then you're able to serve many. If you serve many without serving yourself, then you're actually serving no one, right? But perseverance, the divine is saying, continue on. Continue on. Continue to be your source of power. Continue to operate in a manner that is most divine, most self-serving in a healthy way. I'm hearing ingenuitive even. There's just this energy of cultivation. As you continue to press on, as you continue to transmute the different energy that life may give you. As we said, your heart ultimately creates a different experience in your life. And we all feel different things within our heart. I'm feeling this energy of this push to the left. It may be a push towards this feminine energy or the more feminine aspect of life, which is also suggestive of your internal world, your higher self, your again, that multidimensional higher aspect, higher understanding of spirituality, of self, of the physical world, of the emotional world, of these different layers of life. There's power here in the way that you transform not only self, but your reality around you. There's power in your touch. There's power in your words. There's power in your actions. Self-awareness, self-worth realized. 24, which is High Priestess and Emperor. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. These two numbers within themselves speaks to this higher nature, this higher calling, this divine sense of self, this ability to manipulate energies in a controlled way. Back to that magical energy we talked about before. High Priestess. seeing, understanding, the ability to interpret spiritual justice, spiritual injustice, you know, different things like this. When we speak to when we speak about self-awareness, especially with empowerment, vitality, perseverance, self-worth realized, it's all suggestive of knowing thyself, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses, knowing your idealistic ways, knowing your practical ways. This is essentially emergence of divine energy and worldly energy, as we also have here again this 2 and this 4, which brings us to 6, the lover's energy, the divine connection on a soul level, the choice that has to be made from the heart, the decisions that has to be made from the heart, the clarity and understanding that cannot be fully derived from this worldly aspect, but has to be the emergence of 2. You know, the duality, the yin yang of life, of self, of spirituality. Bring it out of you with alignment. Number 3, which we have here 2, 3, 4. 24 here at the 34 here at the bottom of the deck. Again, the same numbers. It's interesting because they're telling me empowerment triumphs temptation. And we know that temptation lives in the mind. When we talk about the mind encompasses the physical and the spiritual aspects of life. Because in a sense, all things have to be ran through the mind in order to communicate, in order to process, in order to bring unconscious to conscious, in order to bring energy into the physical realm, you know. This alignment, this empowerment speaks to, also speaks to the foundations. As we know, the foundations of all things we bring into fruition also is ran through the root chakra, which is the energy we talked about in the beginning. I think a part of knowing thyself is going all the way back. In order to deal with the root chakra, you have to deal with the inner child. To deal with the inner child, you have to commune with spirit in order to bring back memories, emotions, to shed light on emotions you're still harboring from vitality, that more youthful time frame in your life, you know, where you absolutely believed in magic in more of a magical way, in more of a, I'm hearing 5th dimensional way. This is very interesting here. What cards are we going to next, Divine? There's such a delicacy here. There's such a delicacy here. Tell me more about this self-awareness here. We're cutting the deck, so there's definitely a shift here, as we see, because, you know, especially with vitality, empowerment, and perseverance, in order to tap back into that inner child spirit in the way that you're doing it, let the help be helpful. King of Swords. With the self-awareness, King of Swords, let the help be helpful. Again, I really feel like a part of your self-awareness, a part of your self-worth realized was you yielding to spirit, yielding to the divine. Oftentimes I look at the King of Swords as the kind of mentality who goes after life in a way where you feel the best way to predict the future is to create it. High Priestess, predict the future, right? Emperor. Again, that energy of divine pairing, where you went to the divine. It's time to speak your truth. You are ready, so take action. My music stopped. We're gonna, I'm not feeling what comes next. I really feel here, sorry guys, I had to put some more music on. I really feel here King of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Wands energy here. When it comes to it's time to speak your truth, you are ready to take action, let the help be helpful. I feel this energy of channeling, the ability to, again, High Priestess, pull divine information. And I really feel like with this self-worth card, self-worth realized, I feel like you've learned to find appreciation and value in yourself, in your words, in your actions, in your vibration. Again, back to this confidence given. I feel like the divine, they're telling you with this, let the help be helpful. Let your guard down. As you're willing to, Queen of Wands, put yourself in the spotlight. King of Swords, create your own future. And Knight of Swords, speak your truth, honor thyself. The divine is telling you, be present. Through being present, you're able to call in these higher powers, cosmic consciousness. You're able to call in this higher intel. They're bringing me here to the bottom of the deck with balance. It's time to pay it forward. Be open to giving as well as receiving. Non-judgment here. I think you have to balance your power here. Balance your truth. Balance your clarity. Balance your honesty. Balance yourself within your mission work. Some of you have a divine life calling that is so profound, it needs you to really be in tune with yourself on a continual basis. Your channel, you're constantly pulling in divine information. You're constantly attracting different people. We have the card here, two threes here. It says, do you really have idle time right now with the Three of Pentacles? Back to that mission work. It's really time to put yourself out there. It's really time to get deeper into purpose, deeper into mission. I do feel like you don't have idle time here. You don't really have time to just twiddle your thumbs because you have to do something with the help you're giving. You have to do something with the divine intel you're giving. Working together in a partnership, friendship, relationship. This card here is also number 3, so you have 333 here. have to put yourself out there. A part of this alignment is aligning with your tribe. This is right under bring it out of you. It's not time. Idle mind is that devil's energies playground. Temptation, temptation lives in the mind. You don't have idle time right now. Hit the ground running with the information that you receive. You're in a very empowered state right now, You're going to attract helpful people. You're going to be helpful yourself. This is a time to allow yourself to be open to your tribe. Allow yourself to work in partnerships. For some of you, if you have a relationship that is blossoming or is coming in your life in whatever form, pay attention. Don't let it fall by the wayside. This is divinely guided and divinely given. You're bringing me over here to you reaping what you have sown, your manifestations, planting with the seeds you have tended to. Now is a time for you to make or perfect a detailed plan and allow the divine to help. Let the help be helpful, remember? Allow the divine to help you start or execute your plans perfectly. I really feel like I have to pull this. Be patient. Take time to meditate. Allow yourself to receive and release. Have discernment. This is energy here where, with this be patient card, the fruits of your labor are coming in, but don't expect yourself to hit your final finish line. At the end of the day, this is still a process. And a process means that, especially in this worldly space, that, time has to be given to spirit as they're assisting you. Let the help be helpful, remember? Don't expect these seeds to grow outside of a healthy manner. Everything will grow and bloom into fruition as it's meant to be, as you are ready to receive it. As we know, you cannot receive what you are not yet ready to or ready to give, We have an obstacle or a redirection here. It's going to be bigger than you expect, but again, don't allow yourself to get hung up on the way that things can be different. Remember, King of Swords, the best way to predict the future is to create it. Don't get hung up on what you're creating. There is also that element of surprise when dealing with spirit. You cannot know it all. If you could know it all, you would not be here, born here ignorant to things. You would just come in knowing it all. Hang in there, and if possible, delegate. We talked about this in the beginning. That energy of that wisdom and that support around you, that it will enable you to delegate certain things. I'm hearing there's bigger fish to fry. Don't allow yourself to be content on a surface level. This is not a surface level time. You dive deep. Leave the surface level shit to your tribe. Leave the surface level shit to your divine team. You are not operating on a surface level. Delegate that shit and deal with what only you can truly handle. Everybody can't do everything, that's the facts. Some shit you just have to do on your own. Don't hold back right now. Yeah, what is it that you truly want, and don't hold back right now. It is easier to accept victory than it is to be humbled. Yet again, that energy of don't expect the seed to grow into a tree overnight. Anything is possible, yes. Dealing in divine magic, yes. But your story, if this resonates with you, understand that that shit happens for some people. But a part of your story is built off triumph through this, empowerment. Often needs a reason to be empowered, right or wrong. Temptation lives in the mind, not the heart. We have said this before. Temptation lives in the mind, not the heart. We talked about dealing from the heart from now on. Yes, things has to be ran through the mind. Yeah, but shit. The mind also breeds room for temptation, for lower vibrations. So decisions need to be made in the heart space and carried out with the assistance of the mind. Some of you are still seeking validation from others. Some of you are still seeking more worldly support. And there's this energy again where if you want to see it, where's your belief lying? Where is your faith standing? Temptation lives in the mind, remember? In what way are you allowing yourself to be tempted to backtrack to thoughts before awakening, right? When you know better, you do better. Get in tune with the divine energies all around you. Your conscious effort will be rewarded. Just keep working at it and have faith. We talked about this. Hang in there. These seeds may not grow overnight if that is not your truth. Just surrender to the divine energy all around you as this help is trying to be helpful. In the reaping, in the harvest. Congratulations. This is ambitious goals met. Love and light, be a blessing to others. You get what you give. Remember, reaping what you have sown. Give me a power of surrender, please. What can be surrendered in a healthy way at this time? I'm hearing one more. Is that going to be the bottom of the deck card, or you want me to bring one more out? Like, this is what we're doing here. Oh, now. Okay. Bottom of the deck now. Surrender to what is, guys. Surrender to what is. The natural flow is in what is. Not resistance. Not fighting the current. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accept it exactly as it is and know that all will be well. Faith brings peace. Peace brings congratulations, success, love, and light, blessings, Surrender your frustrations or your addictions to frustration. Your addictions to not going with the flow.
But then
your addictions to... yeah, I'm recording. I love you. I'll be down in a minute, okay? Be careful, Auntie Baby, on the stairs. Back to that, again, energy with this frustration. Let things happen in divine timing and divine order. You don't see everything. Dear brain, you don't know it all. Dear ego, sit down. Cheerlead from your seat, please. Thank you. That's just what I feel. Addiction. Some of you are using worldly things to cope with that desire to reach your goals quickly or effortlessly, But again, perseverance. Some of you are just addicted to negative thoughts. Some of you are addicted to different substances. Some of you are addicted to the expectations that things will not work out just because you're not used to them just happening overnight. You have to be comfortable with time. You're in a vessel. You have to be. Faith is what speeds things up because faith is a part of the flow. But with resistance, you make things take longer, you know? We all have to actually be accountable for our own impatience, our own worldly vices, our own lack of surrenderance to divine will, effortlessness, surrender to prayer, surrender to setting limits. To be in the flow, to be, you know what's crazy? A lot of people think that power comes from push, comes from heavy involvement, overthinking, constant action, things like that, when really the real power is in effortlessness because, again, faith is effortless. Empowering yourself is effortless when you stay true to who you are. Your true self gives you power when you surrender to it, right? When you know that in surrendering to what is, you're surrendering to the assistance of the divine. Therefore, you're surrendering to high power. Okay? Your ships truly come in when you go with the flow. I mean, see advice here. See advice here. Effortless. You think I'm playing? Effortless as I'm about to put it on surrender to effortless. Effortlessness, you know? The divine is really trying to drill it into you. Do what you need to do. And only what you need to do. Your frustrations, your worries, your addictions, your doubts, your resistance, which often can actually be found in actions, in the amount of effort you're putting in. Effort can often be resistance because you feel like there's so much you have to do personally. When in reality, a part of the flow is effortlessness. A part of manifestation is effortlessness. A part of creation is effortlessness. Think about it. In the easiest way to explain it, think about creating a child. Are you reaching within your stomach every single day creating that child, or is it happening effortlessly? Simple explanation. Just a simple little do, right? Again, don't hold back. Don't hold back. This is the throat chakra here. It's actually on top of speak your truth, isn't it? Speak your truth. This is about higher communication. This is about speaking, hearing, living your truth. Revealing ancient wisdom or uncovering ancient wisdom within yourself. Using your will and intent to reach higher self. It's time to really manifest. You have to let the divine energy in your life do what it's meant to do. Set your intentions and release the outcome. This is about you being in divine control. You had to learn a lesson to become a better version of yourself with this card here is what it says, you know. I really feel like a part of your lesson was releasing resistance. The resistance in effort. Overextending yourself. Again, back to that energy of delegation, an obstacle or a redirection. Your foundations may have been built upon, I've got to do this. I've got to be the breadwinner. I've got to be the one who holds us together. I've got to work constantly in this worldly way to achieve financial success, emotional success, relationship success, different things like that. But again, your true power comes in your effortlessness, comes in your faith, comes in your alignment. comes in spirit. Worldly matters are often resolved through the door of spirit, not through the door of reality. You have to let go to become one step ahead, to become ahead of the curve. Gain, prosperity, bounce back. Meditation, seek wisdom. It's all about effortlessness. It's all about alignment, surrenderance, identifying your true self, identifying true wisdom, true communication from the divine, true ability to channel, true ability to be your own source of power. There's nothing here that can stop you. When you really honor self, I really feel like I'm hearing we can't say it enough. They got me mixing the deck here on camera, so let's do that. A little fast mix here. What else is there to know here, Divine? Closing it out. Closing it out. What else is there to know here? Is there any advice here? Any further guidance? What else is there to know here? What's coming in the immediate future? Okay, what's coming in the immediate future is a question. Loved ones, more divine support. 8 of Pentacles, 43. Wow, that says 34. Business first, want to be seen. Get down to business, guys. This also is the 8 of Pentacles. So much divine support. So much divine support. They're helping raise your vibration. They're helping raise your receptivity. They're helping your alignment internally, externally. Clear your space now. Yeah, filter your energy out. You have to know what is the divine support, what is the worldly support. Who's your friends, who's your foe, you know? You know just what to do. You know what to do to clear yourself. This is no mystery. I really feel like you've done it before. You've had to. Look, let go. Sorry. You've had to make cuts before. Worldly and spiritually. Internally, externally. You've had to do these things before. Boundaries. You've had to set healthy boundaries before. Sorry is not foreign to you. Maybe this is what people were saying to you, or this is what you were saying to people as you hit the deuces on their ass and allow yourself to exit their experience and vice versa. Divination, no, and boundary. I'm sorry, balance. Well, oh shit, boundaries. The divine, divination, the divine is going to tell you where to set these boundaries. Where to have an assertive no. You know, no is a complete sentence. All around balance is coming, but they're really saying you have to let it. You have to let it. Love. High honor. Operate through love. High honor comes with power. Power comes through love. Empowerment. You have to become a new person. You are a healer. You have healed yourself. You are healing yourself. You are a messenger being here, you know. showing me marriage as well. For some of you, it is a divine partnership. We did have that. Partnership, relationships, friendships. You're a healer. You have been made new, thus attracting new individuals, new experiences, victory. Victory is yours. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. It's your roadmap. These people, if there's individuals that have to be cut away, they'll see you with high honor later. They may not understand now, but hell, that speaks to their level of consciousness, not yours. I love you guys. Victory is assured. Follow your intuition. Business first again. Get on your business, guys. Be real with yourself under that. Honor yourself. Honor your truth. Honor your emotions. Honor your yes. Honor your no. Set those healthy boundaries. Clear your space being left behind. Do what you gotta do. Some of it might be painful, but shit, it's not as painful as a future that's not serving you. There's more pain and failure. Family first and clarity want to be seen. There's more pain and failure. What's falling here? It can be yours. Go for it. Just a little more time. Look at that. Clarity. You have the clarity, really. Present under that. Be present. Again, a lot of control, a lot of dominance, a lot of power comes from the present moment, comes from self. It can really all be yours. You can have everything you want when you go after it. And again, have that patience. Just a little more time and it's all yours. Effortlessness. Faith. Feels like faith is a very important word for you guys. Stand up here at the bottom of the deck. You may look at it as a lot for a little. That is not the truth. I just heard, don't be scared. People should be scared of you. Take that how it resonates. Some of you are cowering to your own future, your own abilities, your own power, your own truth. That shit is about to diminish, and I heard that specifically. Just relax, self-love. You had to go through a lesson to be a better version of yourself. Infinite, limitless, effortless. Listen, lower chakras here with just relax. We talked about the lower chakra. We talked about the root chakra specifically. Love yourself with healthy selfish. We talked about all this, guys. We already talked about all this. I love you guys. I thank you genuinely for the support. Set those healthy limits, guys. Surrender to your soul path and release outdated beliefs of yourself. Surrender to complete healing. I really am hearing the future is yours. I've seen surrender unhealthy relationships. Surrender to silence. Surrender worry. Surrender resentments. Surrender your desire to control people. And surrender procrastination. Your path is right here at your feet. It's your mission. Your mission is right here, guys. Your divine work. It's time. Surrender your attachment to the results. Surrender negative thinking. What the fuck, guys? Come on, man. The world is in your hands, literally. It's literally in your hands. Let yourself have it. You're in the flow. Your ships really come in when you're in the flow, and you're in the flow. I think y'all notice. Divine evolution. Divinity. Listen, y'all. Y'all already know this. You can feel the transformation within yourself. You're not ignorant. You're not blind. You're not unconscious. We have self-awareness. As I seen it again. Look at that. Alchemy. Proper order. Everything is in divine order. Don't stress. You're blessed. You're reaping what you've sown. Abundance is yours. Communication, inner truth, illumination, growth, God energy. spiritual activation and stimulation. Conception. Ooh. You guys are cultivating something very powerful, something very magnificent. Spirituality, wisdom, humility. Third eye, clairvoyance, reflection. Last one here. Look at that. Rebirth, release, and integration. I'm hearing let yourself be one of the greats. Just let yourself be one of the greats. Get right so you can be right. Or get right so all will be right. What is for you is for you, and only you can stop it. I felt that energy. I love you guys. You guys have a great one. Honor yourself. Honor your path. Let things happen in divine healing. Oh, wow. Divine healing. You must heal yourself. Let things happen in divine timing. Now is the time to just listen. Commune with the divine, and every step will be guided. I love you guys.